I didn't see your eyes last time.
Really?
This is the first time seeing your eyes. You know,
know
sometimes you meet someone, they have glasses on. You don't actually know what they look like.
That's true.
It's true.
That's true. It makes sense.
Most times I feel invisible when I have my glasses.
True. Glasses can make you feel invisible.
Like when artists like wear glasses on stage, I always feel like the people, the artists.
The mic, so we'll be able to hear you, just in case. Yeah. So we're like, that guy was just talking for an hour, and you guys didn't tell it.
How can you tell now? You can see it on the screen.
Yes, you can see it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you know those artists that wear glasses. I always feel like they're shy. I don't know why. I just always feel like that because it's like when you wear glasses, it's kind of like you're.
Yeah. It reminds me of
I think you want to zone out sometimes.
Yeah.
You might not be shy, but you just want to like, just be in your like space.
That's true. And some people don't make eye contact when talking. Yeah. So with glasses on, you can't really tell.
True.
I know Casey's doing something where he's rebranding. He's got his mask and his
glasses. I saw that too.
And I'm like, big man, you must be hot. like, come on, you must be hot. Like, if it's like in cold country, I'll be like, yeah. But it makes sense if he's going into a place that's got like AC and cooler. Then you should.
But Nigerians have been doing it from time, wearing like bomber jackets and wearing.
I remember growing up.
I always think that, you know. I'm always like, what? I don't know.
Trust
It
me.
looks good, but like you must be sweating.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, it does look good, but remember, it's all about branding, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of times they're watching this Americans or the UK people, they want to be like them. Fair enough. So you've got to rock it and forget the heat because your brain is telling you it's not hot. It's not hot.
But don't you think that even the concept of agbada is
in
32 degrees?
It's 32 degrees. But remember,
crazy.
like the jalabia that I'm wearing right now, for instance, they wear it, for instance, and the agbada. Remember, the material is a bit breathable. It's breathable. It's like you can take it off. You know what I'm saying? Fair, but you see, I've seen people wear leather jackets. I did that when I was young.
You did it, yeah.
You know, I had a bomber jacket as well. I feel like I always wanted a bomber jacket.
Really?
And
I remember.
It just looks cool. Like it's fashion, isn't it? Yeah.
It's fashion, but that was of course I was still a child or whatever. But it just doesn't make
There's just something about like I think there's a fashion thing where they like you layer your clothes.
Of course,
there's something that it just makes it look better.
Yeah.
Like your jacket now, just like
makes everything
gives you like cool feel.
That's true. You do that to hide wherever you're hiding. You know? Because sometimes some people dress well because they don't have much to say. Why some people have a lot to say, they don't dress. You get it?
You know, like some of the richest people don't even like they just wear a t-shirt.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Like no, seriously, genuinely.
Oh, careful.
Just wear sorry, just have like your jeans and your, you know what I mean? Nothing. Why is this stuff fighting me today? Okay, let's
Sean, you want me to call you Sean?
Omis.
Everyone calls you Omis, right?
Can you spell that, please?
Omis.
Oh, Omis.
Yeah.
Oh, nice name. That's unique, you know.
Yeah, that's what I stole it from my dad actually.
You stole it.
You stole it from
you know, I was in high school and I was just like trying to figure out like what's something. I was about to enter high school. I was like, what's something cool that like
that
people can call me. Then I saw one of my dad's book. He has written like Omis's copy. I think because my surname is Omilani.
Oh, okay.
So it just wrote Omi, then S.
Oh,
like,
that's so cool.
This is so cool.
Like Omis.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
so
what?
cool.
I was like, yeah. Since then, like since high school, I think some people don't even know my real name. Like they're just like Omis.
But Omis is still your real name. Yeah, you just explained it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel like when I get,
I dare someone to say it's not my real name.
When I get older, I'll probably like register it for real.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like
that's
it.
so cool. Do you want to have it as a middle name or?
Yeah, probably as a middle name.
Oh, that's cool. That's
because it would be like Seun Omis Omilani.
That's so cool, man.
Nice.
Jeez.
So, what do you do? I feel like you do a lot.
Rah.
When I met you, I was like, okay. You can tell someone does a lot. Do you get what I'm saying?
Was he running around?
No.
Okay, because you have to define.
But you're like a well-connected guy. Like you know, it seems like you've been in the industry for a while, right?
My story is long. I
don't have time.
Okay. My story actually starts with a rapper called MI, and not necessarily starts with, but like I went to University of Lagos, Unilag. Back in Unilag, there was this guy I met. He's like a sketch artist. His name is Ken. And I just saw him. I was like, this guy, you're really talented. Like I've never seen anybody sketch anything like this. And I was like, let me just like manage you. Let me like if you sketch MI, because MI was like my favorite. When I discovered MI, I feel like my life changed.
Mr. Incredible.
Yeah. So I was like, if you sketch MI, I'm going to get it to MI. And I was like, I don't even know MI. Like, where am I going to find MI?
That's hilarious.
Then it was like, oh, okay, let me. Then he sketched something on a book, and I was like, it's cool, but I need like a proper like artwork that I can hang. And he's like,
okay.
Then I just forgot about it when I said it to him. And after like, I think 2 weeks, it took him like 2 weeks. The guy came back to me and he was like, he unveiled like this crazy. I was like, whoa, like I did not expect you to like take this serious. Okay. Now I have to look for MI.
I love that.
So I just luckily it was around the time when like celebs were still reading their DMs proper.
Okay.
So I like DM'd MI and he replied me like 2 days after. I sent him the picture. So because you have to be like straightforward with what you want. And I sent him the picture. I was like, we need to get this picture to you. And he was like, dope. And he sent me his number. And I was like, what? Then I called my guy. I was like, we need to go to MI's office. We went to Chocolate City's office. MI was not there. But luckily, the HR person, Erica, said, oh, do you guys want his address? You can go and meet him in his house. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, give me his address. Then we took Uber straight to Lekki. We met MI. From there, like, I started doing like commissions for MI with Ken. And after a while, it was just like, oh, I like you. Come and work for me. And I was like, well, I was still in uni. I've not even finished uni. I was like, I need to finish like uni first. And I was like, immediately you finish uni, just give me a call. So immediately I wrote my last paper. I'd not even seen my results. I called him. I was like, yo, I'm ready now. so it took me. So it took me to. It brought me to the office when it was around this time. And he just took me around. This might sound like nepotism, but I did not show my like CV. I did not show like anything. I feel like he just really enjoyed my work ethic when I was like working with Ken. And he just took me around and it was like, everybody, this is Omis. He's working here from today. If you don't like him after 3 months, I'll fire him. And I work with Chocolate.
I hope he said that and he laughed after saying it.
Yeah.
He didn't say it. Because
I was not about to fuck up this opportunity.
True.
Can I cuss here?
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, all right. So I started as a promotions intern.
Okay.
I was working under the promotions team. So that's like going to TV stations, going to radio stations, going to meet DJs. And that's where I just met like a lot of people. Because that was Chocolate City's second coming. That's the era of like Coca, Dice, and all these guys, Ckay. Like Ckay even came like a little bit after. But like Dice, Coca were like, Coca had like a song called Kolework. It was like the biggest thing ever. Like, and I was like, damn, that this is the time to be here. And we did not even know when like 3 months had passed. I was still working with Chocolate City I worked with them for like 6 years.
Wow.
I went from promotions intern to promotions manager to then I started like enjoying social media a lot. I went into social media. I became the head of social media. I became the head of content strategy, head of digital marketing. I just like walked my way through like everything. And because Chocolate City is a company that was still trying to figure out a lot of structure at that time. And we're one of the, if not like the only company at that time, the only music company that actually believed in structure. A lot of the other companies were just like guys just rolling around together.
Vibes and
like,
Okay.
They did not really have like structure. Like Chocolate City wanted to build like structure where they had A&Rs, they had HR managers, they had managers, they just had like different like just different like positions in the company. And after a while, it just like I've lost like my train of thought now.
No, but I'm following you. The train is still moving.
But after I just kind of like walked my way up. And funny story, I took Ckay to his first ever radio interview at Cool FM.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that time was just like
fresh from Kaduna.
He was we actually MI signed him as a producer.
Yeah.
And he was an in-house producer for Chocolate City. So Ckay produced some of like the biggest songs in Chocolate City that time for Coca, for Dice. Yeah. And I think once in a while when we just go to the studio, we see him like singing. And I'm like, whoa, like guy, you.
Really?
So we started like MI to worked in the studio a couple of times and saw like this guy's really talented, even when he does like backing vocals and stuff. And he signed him as an official artist, and it's been a crazy ride from there.
So what are you doing like right now? Because you're not with Chocolate City anymore, right?
Yeah, so right now I'm doing I don't even, you know what? I don't even know what I'm doing.
I love that. I feel like that's everyone, innit?
Yeah, I feel like because of I've built a lot of like meaningful relationships. I find myself doing everything most times. Like I aired out a project last year for a couple of artists. I don't want to drop some names, but I aired out a project. Right now I'm working with a couple of brands as well, like well-known companies doing influencer marketing for them. I'm working on a campaign soon as well. So I'm doing like influencer marketing because I know a lot of like influencers both here and back home in Nigeria, Ghana and stuff. And I'm also doing digital marketing and content strategy as well because I decided to take TikTok serious like last year. Okay. And from then I feel like I've been able to build like, I think I'm on 450,000 now.
No way.
So yeah.
Wow.
So I'm doing that on the side as well, like just doing personal influencer and also like influencer marketing for brands. So I'm everywhere.
I knew he was doing everything. That's the vibe I got. That's crazy.
That's good. That is really good.
The journey must have been mad. I just feel like you've been through different eras of like Afrobeats. You've seen different things happening, and
I've seen things. Yeah, I've seen so many things. I have to be careful what I say on this podcast.
No, you can say whatever you want.
But yeah, I've seen different eras from MI Chuck Boy era. That's like MI Ice Prince Jesse Jags to Ckay and Coca era to Black Bones era. I was there when they signed Black Bones as well. Managed a lot of his content. Like just seeing like from that, and those people are kind of like still relevant, but like the new guys are coming aggressively. And I feel like I think I still told one of my friends recently that they fucked up allowing Africans to be at the forefront of music right now. Because I feel like the world has fucked up because we don't used to give shit back. When we take it, we don't give it back. Like, and we are going to be here we are just starting. We are going to be here for a long time. Trust me. I'm going to be here for a very long time.
So how do you feel about the Afrobeat space right now? Do you know what? Yeah, I always think like someone who's been a fan for a long, long time and who's been in the industry for a really long time, yeah? Like, you've seen the difference it is now to what it was then.
Yeah.
Are you actually still a fan of Afrobeats? Like the music? Do you feel like you're still a proper fan?
I feel like there's always... I'm trying to play. I feel like there's always like an era where you totally like fall in love with music.
That's true.
And I feel like that era for me was the Two-Face, MI, that era basically was when I like properly like fell in love with music. I still appreciate the craft now. Like when I see like dope guys like Rema doing stuff, like I'm like mind blown. I'm like, these guys are actually reinventing the sound, and it's crazy. But I feel like when I was like whoa, like what's this feeling? That was the era of like when that was crazy.
That's the same as you, innit?
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Anyway. Yeah,
that's the best era of music, man.
You feel like that's the best?
That's the best era of music.
Best, yeah.
That was the best era of music.
I feel like you have this emotional attachment to that
yeah,
era,
it's just now I'm happy for the movement because we asked for it. Yeah. Back in the days, it started as a joke. Afrobeats to the world, and people laugh, and we just saying into existence, true. And now it's happened, which I'm happy for everyone doing this stuff. But sometimes you just kind of you just look. You just I don't know. It's like you're in a house where there's a party going on, and you be like, guys, I'm going for a walk quickly, and you just go out of the house, and it's a massive glass. You can see everyone in the party just having fun, and you're just out there going, wow.
Yeah,
I was part of the creation. Like I made this part. Like you're just there, like wow, and it's amazing.
I have a question for you. Sorry, I'm asking the questions now. Go. Do you feel like the quality of music from that era to this era as like what's the graph saying? The quality of music.
Oh, that's an easy answer. The quality is impeccable then. Now, of course, it's McDonald's music, it's microwave music, because it's in demand. So you have to make it as quick as you can to put it out there. And because now your fans or the major audience that you guys are really serving don't understand the language. Yeah. So you can build a career of vibes. Literally, you could just go on the mic and go, oh, they would just be like, that's Afrobeat. The beat is carrying the music. Yeah. I remember the first time ever, I'll never forget. Where was I? My mom and my auntie went to do my sister's hair, and I went with them. I was like maybe 8 or 7, and I heard the first time ever I heard, oh my days, I lost it, and I was there like I was this young kid, and I was like, oh, and I'm like, this is so sick, because obviously we listen to rap music, American music. Then I'm like, this is a reminiscence of what I hear. But I'm hearing it from the people that speak like me. I'm like, damn. Then we had that era where Olumente made it cool. I catch cold. I was like,
LD
that's the end. LD, do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. I lost it. Like... And they used to put so much effort into lyrics. Like, it was so amazing that I went to school. The first time, obviously, I moved here as still a teenager, a young kid. Came here. And someone approached me and went, can you rap? And I went, rap. You know what I did? I said, yes. And I started rapping a verse from Style Plus.
Hey.
That was I'll never forget. I started rapping. And because I knew deep down he doesn't know. They don't listen to Afrobeats. What the heck? So I would just bring out different verses from different songs. That's man. You get it? So now we just have only 4 or 5 people. Me, I mention names, no one can arrest me. We have only 5 artists that would actually give you solid album. You're like, this is amazing. Shout out Shantizu, man. He reminded.
You know what? I've been slacking on music recently.
No, Shantizu took it back.
I've been hearing that Shantizu's album
really took it back.
Goes hard.
He really took it back. I'm happy. And no features. No this. I'm a Repitiano. It's none of that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so. For me personally, anyway, it's a weird feeling. I'm happy to be part of it, and but it's just very weird because you can't explain it do you know the emotions I feel sometimes when I go online and I'm seeing people that are not of my same culture talk about Afrobeats, and that's why I barely tweet about what am I gonna tweet about? They've taken over. I just want them to have their fun and chat about whatever their opinions. And in my head, Burna Boy, 60,000. Do people understand what that means?
But I feel like you have a big mantle on your shoulder to be able to paint the narrative of, because I feel like I'm scared now. Like I feel like if we are not careful, the narrative is kind of going, because now, especially like recently, I've been hearing like people go on interviews. You see Akon go on interview and say, "Oh, I discovered this."
You know how I feel about that.
Then oh no, it was Chris Brown. Then it was Beyonce.
So it's just getting jumbled up.
People are now trying to put that Western connection, but we did it ourselves. Like all the times that David featured, McMill featured this and that. Those albums were not successful. Now this album, he went back home, went back to Africa. This is his most successful album.
And that should teach people something.
Yeah, and that should like teach you that we all the times we're trying to force this music, it did not work. And now like everybody's singing, people are singing Ashake.
They don't understand the words.
That's the item.
We were speaking about this the other time.
That's the item. Like people are singing Ashake. That should tell you that like we did this shit ourselves and we need to own it and we need to tell the story right.
That's my love for Ashake. I love the fact that Ashake is doing it. And the thing is, this is why I don't want to be a pioneer to anything. Pioneers suffer. They don't rate pioneers. Olamide should be heralded as the greatest of all time.
Fact.
He started doing music. I remember his first song. Like for real. Like I'm thinking to myself, like this is just the other time when someone like ID Kabasa wrote on my TikTok, I was like gassed. I'm not saying if Wizkid wrote on my TikTok, I won't be as gassed as ID Kabasa. Like I knew what ID Kabasa's beat was like. I was thinking, yo, ID Kabasa's got 200 followers on TikTok, by the way. Do you get it? Yeah. So to a foreigner that I don't know nothing about, they just know the journey started from Wizkid, Burna Boy, Davido. If I said to them, ID Kabasa just reached out to me, man, it's love. Who's that? What the hell? They don't know. So it becomes hard when they are the ones on the internet talking. Yeah. You're exhausted now. You're like, just let
I had that similar feeling when Weird MC.
I would lose it.
I think I could not like contain myself. I was like,
I would lose it.
Weird MC, like, and she was like just bigging me up for one comment that I made. That it has nothing to do with like music, just like a nice comment. I was like, Weird MC, like I had to like DM. I was like, whoa, thank you for this thing. I was like, but normally I won't really do that too much. I was like, I had to DM her like Weird MC, like. You can't make this up. Like you can't.
Because I remember this is what it is for me. It's like those days we go to parties. I'm talking about in Nigeria. Go to parties, people listen to American songs. Like the people need to understand the journey and how it is for a human being like myself, seeing a man fill up 60,000. Where in a country they don't have artists that can fill up 60,000. So with the UK artists that are popping, they would not. Only few can fill up 60,000 or 80,000. But you go to parties and in that, like in 2000, 2001, 2002. We had what's it called, Plantation Boys. We had P Square and Uncle Tell Us a Story, and I got a story, like, and you're listening. Before you know it, it's 70% of American music. Then it's switched to 20% American, and everything is 80% Nigerian music. And still, I had friends that were like, "Nah, man, let's go back to our American music." I was like, "Nope."
Should I tell you one subconscious thing that happened in that era of music that we might probably not have paid attention to was to take over American music from the Nigerian audiences. We had to first incorporate that.
Of course,
of course,
we had to sample.
Wait, say that. What do you mean?
To take over American like
capture the audience.
To capture that audience in Nigeria that listen to American music we had to incorporate that that exact, like if you listen to P Square's first song, they were they sampled it, they started dancing like Usher. They started doing, and all those things is to be like, oh, we have our own Usher now. We have this. We have. So it became cool now to listen to P Square because it was very similar to Usher. It became cool to listen to MI because it was similar to Kanye West.
Shout out to
it became cool to listen to LD because LD was also similar
one of
to
the
Kanye
first guys
well.
to push that
like
thing,
all these guys started like sampling like American music, like LD. Like if you hear there's one song,
I think I know the song you're talking about.
Yeah, there's one song, like I think the dance was like this,
serious. And that was
like an American sample, but a lot of people were like this our pidgin sounds better on this song. So and I feel like subconsciously we started to listen to our own because they gave us what we were looking for.
They were feeding
us that exact part. Then after a while, we became interested in the people themselves. We became interested in when every time they go to an interview and they say, "My name is Peter and I'm Paul," and we're like, "Whoa, like what are these twins? Like what are these guys?"
I think what you said is so important because for me, looking back, I'm thinking to myself, the videos were not like what we see now because no one cared about the video. The only reason we cared then was because we wanted to put face to the name or name to the face or the voice and all that stuff. But we were just, okay, I'll speak for myself. I was just gassed at the fact that I don't need to listen to foreign artists anymore, man. I've got my own thing to listen to. I would take my dad knows about this anyway, but the fact that I would go to his room, take a cassette, remember a cassette, put it in the radio, and I'll be sitting in front of the radio. So when the host is talking, and the first song I think I recorded was Mio Shaka Ma, I'll wait for him. I'll be like, please don't talk in between. Please don't talk in the song. Because he wants to talk. I'm like, I'll just press record and I'll leave it to be going. I'll be like, please don't talk, please. Then he would talk sometimes. I'm like, oh no, man.
I've messed up the recording.
You messed up, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So then, and I'll from then, obviously getting songs and taking it to school and playing it to kids. Do you know how difficult it was for me? Like all the people that grew up with me would know. Do you know how difficult I was? The only weirdo where everyone was trying to be American, everyone was trying to be cool. I was the only weirdo telling them, "Have you heard Idris Abdulkarim's new song?" I was not like, okay, how do I capture people? I must play the ones that they can dance to or sounds like a cool song. So, what's the name of that song that he did a remix? He did a remix and they were in a car. He wore a hat. He was dressed like an American rapper. Lecturer, Mr. Lecturer.
Oh,
the remix. Dan, 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 dan. Oh my days. I got to play that. Then after that, Tony Tetula, I will play that too. I was now putting songs together that's similar to like something that they would like. And I got Ckay Dairo and Angel of My Life. Like when you hear that, you'll be like, that's not Nigerian.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like I'm like, that's a Nigerian. Man, it's a journey, man. Then to come now and you seen Rema, Wizkid, everyone acting all cool. I'm like, okay, I'm happy we're here. I'm happy we're here, though. Yeah, it's good. It's an amazing journey. That's why I was saying the other day to a guy, we were talking about music, and I said, yo, man, you wouldn't get it. Not in a disrespect, but you would not understand. Imagine there was something that people never used to look at, and you were just like with it every day. Like, don't worry, man, don't worry. And suddenly now everyone's like, oh, that's the best thing. And you're like, wow, look at what literally we created. Like, is anyone, nah, man. It's amazing. It's so amazing, man. For real, for real. Even 2013, I remember I went to a house party. This is how much Afrobeats people were sort of trying to ignore it. We've gone to this house party. Everyone's playing typical songs, UK music, American music. And I was there like, let's play Afrobeats. They're like, nah, man. So I said to this girl, I was like, you don't listen to Afrobeats? She was like, nah, I don't listen to that nonsense, man. And I looked at her. That really hurt me. And I went, I didn't say nothing. I just kept quiet. Guess what? 7 months later, she came back from uni. Play a zone 2. I went, huh? You must be joking. Yeah, are you joking? That's when I knew that, yes, we are onto something. For real, for real. Shout out to everyone that's worked hard, man, to get there. Nah, man, it's amazing. It's really
I feel like if there's one thing that I always ask everyone this, if there's one thing that you could change about the music industry, what would it be? Let me narrow it down to Afrobeats industry, though.
I like that.
I think I've kind of like spoken about narrative, but if there's one thing that I would change is in the African music industry, I feel like we need to invest more on touring infrastructure.
Facts.
I feel like Nigeria has 36 states, and every single time an American or a foreign artist, even a Nigerian artist, wants to go on tour, they just say, oh, they'll put up a big show in a hotel. And they might probably go to...
I've heard that a lot, actually. I'm not even going to lie.
They might probably go to like this thing somewhere in Abuja and just like do a couple. But I feel like we need to like start touching we need to touch PH. We need to touch Ogun State. We need to touch Ibadan, Enugu. We need to touch like, and I know like kudos to a couple of people that have actually tried, but I think the key thing there is like the infrastructure is still not there for like, and I mean the government definitely has a role to play because like all those like journeys are through by road, so you have to kind of like be rest assured that you're safe even traveling by road, which at the moment is not necessarily the case. But
so what's like the biggest like place for them to perform?
It's Lagos, Echo Hotel.
Okay, what's the capacity?
I think it's like 20.
Yeah, Echo Hotel probably 20k or so.
Okay.
10K,
like the
10K.
But shout out to Pepsi though, not to name brand, not to mention brand. Shout out to Pepsi for doing this campus tour. Then the tour they used to do Links.
Pepsi
they had loads of even Oga Whiskey then when he was still young. Like I love the fact they've been to so many states in the country. We need more people to do that.
People have tried, and I think the what people tried to do back then was use universities, as you said. So campuses were like the easiest thing because every single campus probably have like a small venue where like everybody
and they're
can,
cool
like,
kids that want to listen to music.
So
people still do that. Artists still do that.
Yeah, some artists.
But I feel like we need to do like proper, like I think Davido was the first like guy to do a proper concert at there's a new venue now. It's not actually a new venue. It has been there for a while now. Tafawa Balewa TBS. And he was the first guy to like properly, and I feel like that alone shows
it can hold
that
a lot of people.
There's potential. After a while, we started going to like the beach as well to like do concerts. So if we properly think about it, there's a lot of money to be made in like Nigeria,
for sure.
But
and in Africa in general.
True. But I think most Nigerian artists, not all of them, they're busy trying to feed the Western world.
Yeah,
they don't care about anything. Trust me, they don't care about the local. They will only use the local guys to get that platform to be like, I'm cool. So
I feel like that's why we need to empower the local guys, because not everybody is going to go abroad, whether you like it or not.
That's the thing.
Some people need to make it in Nigeria. Some people need to make it in Ghana. Some people need to make it in Cameroon. Wherever you are, like you need to be able to say, "Oh, I'm going. I don't need to travel abroad for a long time for me to."
I just feel like the reason why a lot of the artists come to the UK is because if you think about Afrobeats audience, like there's such a big audience in the UK. So naturally, their listeners just go up from in the UK.
No, UK give Afrobeats, like people would not want to say this, but the fact is, without UK, Afrobeats would have never crossed the ocean. Fact.
It's that migration, man.
Yeah, Afrobeats would have never crossed. Like the UK Afrobeats did a lot for Afrobeats as well, because I remember that time when the Zonto started from in the UK, obviously Fuse ODG. Well, to be fair, Sarkodie started it, but to make it global, Fuse ODG did it, and Wizkid went on that, and it took another dimension. You get it?
Because that was like the first proper like global viral African song.
Yeah, proper, man. They did well with that. So they're busy trying to. Oh, I get it. Everyone is about money, numbers. Like that's why the music then was amazing. There was nothing to do with numbers. Hey, P Square's dropped an album. We're going to listen to it, and you're like, yo, they're talking about. Remember them days you'd be writing letters to girls because you're stealing lyrics from like 5 artists. You just put it together.
Banks, is this what you used to do? Yeah.
No.
You know what? I think I did.
Exposed yourself.
I think I did it once, but I can't even remember. I think it was African Queen.
Yeah, everyone stole from Africa.
I was like, what?
You guys are not original at all.
We had the lyric books. Like, we used to buy
lyric book? Oh my days.
And you used to get the lyrics and then... What? And you used to write it to women?
Let me tell you something.
Did it actually work? What's the success rate?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
That says enough. That says it all.
It's the effort that counts. I can't tell you.
No, man, them days were fun. Like, seriously, like the lyrics were like...
Those were simpler times, man.
Lyrics were the one, man. Like, everything, you're like, listen to the track, a 3-minute track, sometimes 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Like, it's packed with lyrics, and you're like, life. That you're even allowed, your parents would be like, who sang this? Taloko LA. Like, who's this? You're like that. You're gassed trying to explain to your mom and dad, oh, is this new? And you're like breaking it down. It's like, oh, okay, interesting. And then you see how it just transitioned into like collaborations, featuring. Then everyone wanted to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? When Two-Face dropped that album, I know what I did for the whole of mostly Nigeria anyway. What? That album was a madness. Like Two-Face was a global star. Star. And yeah, man, being a pioneer is long. Just don't want to be it.
Well, what do you think is like the next? Can you predict like a trend that's gonna happen? Do you feel like there's something that's actually gonna? Because obviously you work in content as well. Like, are you seeing something that's happening that maybe we haven't like thought of yet?
A lot of the predictions that I made like early in the year are kind of like coming to pass now. Like the Grammy, I called the Grammy this thing. Like if you watch, I had a video on my TikTok like from January called the Grammy stuff. Sounding like a prophet now. I think going forward, there's going to be like a lot more heavy collaboration with not just like the Americans now and like the people from the UK. Like what we are seeing with Rema that's going to India now. There's going to be actual collaborations coming from like, and it's going to be obviously some people have done it. Like Mr. Izzy has. There's no continent Mr. Izzy has not touched. He has gone everywhere. But I feel like there's going to be a lot more global like acceptance and collaboration with Afrobeat artists, because what you realize is that these guys have crazy numbers.
Crazy.
They have crazy numbers.
That's like, the numbers that get people.
I was listening to this guy is called Tomorrow and Together, or Together and Tomorrow. It's like
I think I know you took a while.
The K-pop guy.
That's so weird that he just said that. Because do you remember what I said?
That's conversation.
Anyway, finish your point.
And they have a song called Tiny Toss. If you listen to that song, it's pure Afrobeat. I don't lie to you. It's pure Afrobeat.
I've seen these videos of like K-pop stars like actually doing Afrobeat songs.
It's pure Afrobeat. Like pure from the beginning. You're like, what is this banger? You're like, what?
Yeah.
But what language are they speaking?
They're speaking their language now.
Okay.
They're not speaking English.
That's actually, it's interesting though.
Yeah, they're speaking, and that's the thing is that It does not. I feel like Nigerians are the master of this, of hacking sounds. Nigerians now to like
true.
when Ghana started Azonto, people did not know it was Ghana. They thought it was Nigeria that started Azonto.
We sort of dominate and take it. We take it.
Immediately before Amapiano even really blew up.
Yep.
If you check the Amapiano until like South Africans started getting angry and the DJ started dancing and everybody started like being like, whoa, these Nigerians are collecting this shit from Amapiano playlist before. You see Zinoleski, you see Naira Marley, you see this. And you're like, this is a South African. Even me, I was like, we are doing too much at this point now.
Zeno is the king of that.
What?
Zeno is the king of that. He did.
These guys are collecting. Because see, Ashake has even gone to name his song Amapiano. Nigerians can collect anything from you. So if you are not careful,
and make it look like it's their own. Yeah, true.
If you are not careful, like when Wizkid came with Azonto, everybody was like, whoa.
Chris Brown said it. When I went to Nigeria,
that Wizkid taught him.
He's got you. But that's the thing though, is how Nigerians do things when they want to do stuff. It's either they take it or they'll convince you to give it to them in a nice way. It's either or. And when you think about the way Afrobeats is in different spaces and people are doing a new rendition of it, it makes me laugh because you know what? Everyone is doing it to each other. Like that's why I like Oja Piano. Oja Piano now is now going to be the new way.
That song is such
you know what? That's
banger,
that's another thing that I probably did not predict is that iLife is going to have a form of its own, like very soon, like what we are seeing with the cavemen and stuff. It's going to, and that's why I keep saying is that a lot, and I think that's what you keep saying, like pioneers never really like. I think there's some things to say, and I feel like the cavemen might have started something that they don't even know what they started. It's just like. When this Alte guys started, I was speaking to Emma, I told him that these guys are not going to reap, like, no this to Odunsi.
I'm so upset about that.
All these guys were the guys that properly like started. I know, and shout out to Budge as well, and all these guys. But like the younger guys now is the Odunsi. But they're not reaping like
nothing. Rema came and made it cool.
Rema came and smashed down like Thank you.
He took the Alte sound, took the Alte idea, and even Thames did well because she started with that trend. Now, thankfully, she can sing in that sense, so she didn't have to be around.
But the pioneers are not benefiting. Pioneers are not benefiting.
If you say, "What did you know?" I don't know anything. I'm no pioneer. I don't want to know. I'm cool because ain't no one gonna give you a credit.
Nobody's going to give you a prize for that.
It's fine. It's all good because
it's funny because it's funny because like 2 episodes ago, I think it was 2 episodes ago. Right. I sat here and I was like, I'm waiting for Afrobeats K-pop collaboration because no one's actually done it yet.
It's gonna happen.
No one's done it, but I'm calling Rema's gonna do it.
I was about to say that as well.
And that's the
thing is, but India, it's not India, and I don't know if he's really like popular in the K-pop world, like. In those countries.
So but this thing is all about algorithm, right? So these executives are watching what's popping. Yeah, right now Afrobeats is the number 1 sound, whether anyone likes it or not. It's the number 1 sound. Yeah. So hey guys, how can we make extra £1 million or extra $2 million, whatever? Jump on Afrobeats, do this with that guy. Like today, a clip of Bill Gates saying, my daughter listens to Burna Boy. That's Bill Gates. Like, let's be real.
Really? I didn't see that.
Burna Boy, Rema. But I was like, whoa.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? The last time I was here.
Whoa,
and it's like, he said the last time I was here, I saw Davido and Wizkid perform. And I instantly knew what he was talking about. It was this guy's wedding, his daughter's wedding. Is it Dangote's? I can't remember, one of the rich guys' wedding anyway. So I was like, interesting. But he's done his homework. He's a smart man. So now what he's done is what everyone should learn from. I'm going to a room. All I need to know is the key words and the key things about them. I don't need to say anything else. I don't need to mention the title of the song. I'll just say, I know Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid. And knowing how gullible most of us are, it's easy. That's why I can say if a K-pop artist starts proper doing Afrobeats, they'll be number 1 in the Apple charts. Because we gravitate to foreign stuff. They'll be like, have you heard that guy? He's sick. And you'll be like, wait. He's not really doing Afrobeats though.
It would be really interesting if it doesn't happen like that though.
It would happen like that. I'm telling you.
I know
100%.
what you're saying.
See Oja Piano, I've had 2 songs that has that the flute thing. And the first time I heard Oja Piano, which was like about a few weeks ago, I was just gassed. I was like, Nollywood. Growing up watching Nollywood and Igbo. I was like, I'm so happy, man. I was gassed. And it's actually now a guy on TikTok is promoting his song, doing that. He actually plays it, and it's a track that's gonna come out. I was like, yep. That's the end of it. So now like South Africans will be upset because we took their sound, and what we didn't just take your sound. Yeah. We now added our own twist to it. So you can't tell me now.
I don't know if it's from. I think it's from the South African thing, yeah. But I think a big part to play is tempo. The producer.
Oh, the producer.
Tempo for the flute thing.
No, it's not the same.
I think so, man. Because
it's not
if you think of Soweto and So-So...
I know, it's not... Trust me, listen to it again and listen to Oja pianos. You would see
I know there's a difference, yeah. But what I'm saying is like...
The inspiration kind of
yes, because if you look at Soweto and So-So, two of the biggest songs, recent ones, both tempo, and they both had that. Like
Actually, sorry, I'm just playing the song in my head. And I'm thinking, there's a vast difference, because... The Oja sound is sharp. It's so different. The flute, the one Tempo is doing is the South African type of flute. Just go back and listen to it. This one is specifically to the eastern parts of Nigeria. That's song, Oja.
Oh, okay.
That flute thing.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah. It's
Oja okay.
Sound.
I didn't know that.
It's so once you hear it, you're like the first thing that pops into your head is all the movies growing up you've watched where there's a horrible stuff about to happen. The king is about to die, and that's the sound. Not close to what. But I get where you're coming. I get the correlation.
There's like a slight
correlation.
Correlation.
What I'm saying is, I feel like it's becoming popular because of songs like that. Like obviously, if you're trying to get a song that's gonna bang right now, you're gonna look at the songs that have already banged. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you're gonna see that So-So, Soweto, both tempo songs.
Oja Piano is number 1 song in Nigeria right now.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
That's crazy. And it's gonna be number 1, and everyone is gonna do the sound. I won't be surprised. I promise you, a big artist next tune would have that Oja sound in it.
Do you know something about that song? Yeah, when I first heard it, I was like,
and it's just vibes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, when I first heard that song, I was like, Ckay could have done. KC could have done like so much in this song.
He's gonna do it.
Then I was like, then I listened again and again. And I was like, actually, no, what he did was perfect.
He did that on purpose
because he didn't do too much.
No, he did.
And so
open verse.
The flute was just like it just took over. Yeah. And I think that's why it actually became so successful.
Shout out to him. He's reinvented himself 4 times. Shout out to KC, man. No, seriously.
You know what? The first ever music video that I saw, and I was like, what the like is this Nigerian? Was KC and Presh.
Yes. I know the song you're talking about.
They had like Oma Jeeps or something.
Yes.
I was like, what is this? The video was so clean. And so I was like, is this Nigeria? That's when I knew that we might be going somewhere. That was like visually, we might be going somewhere. That was the first ever video.
Baby, you pull over.
That was also.
That changed a lot, man. That guy's done. You see, he's a pioneer as well.
What was the period where you can say you fell in love with Afrobeats?
So the first song I heard was Obianoju, Duncan Mighty. That was the first song I heard. And basically, so I had this friend and he came from Ghana. Like, he was in Ghana with his family for a holiday. Then he came back after the holiday. I was working, I wasn't working with him. It was before I started working. Anyway, we were chilling and he was always playing it. And I was like, and then it just got into my head and I loved the song. So I was like, okay, what's this song? So anyway, wrote it down. Then went and did my research. And then, you start doing your research, you start finding more artists.
Rabbit hole.
You start finding more artists and and then I just went down that route and then I was obsessed. I was obsessed with that song. I still love that song so much.
Yeah, no, that song changed a lot as well, I'm not gonna lie. Everyone wanted to now start doing that sound. That he did, man. He did.
Yeah, I feel like Obianoju, the sound influenced the technos and the rundowns and the all those guys. The foundation of a lot of their songs came from just that concept of sound.
I think even the turning point for Afrobeats actually piercing through the thick walls of the foreign land was Pana. The video was so different. The sound was so different because people saw Africans as aggressive and the song has to be harsh. and just Pana is just
very chill,
you're like, what's going on here? So that's why in America they could play. It was digestible for them. It's like, oh, this is just a sound from the other side, you know, which inspired Wizkid to go sound from the other side of the album.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things people don't know. They just sit there, and I don't want to tweet that. I just laugh to myself because
and it's so funny that you say this, because like walking from like the inside, immediately we had Pana and we had Mad Over You. Our entire strategy, like in the company, like kind of like it did not change. Like we didn't have a meeting to say like, but like
everyone knew,
just hearing that, so everybody knew that like there's a shift. Like and always in the company, there's always like that period where like we don't tell each other, but we know that like
exactly.
This is happening.
Yeah, it has happened now. Like there was, and from that time on, we like. Everybody just switched to that tempo.
Yeah.
And the songs that people were releasing then was like slow.
Yeah.
It was not. Then after a while, tempo switched again to like fast sound.
Yeah.
Then tempo switched to like Naira Marley sound where like the beats go crazy. Then
a lot of dance and stuff like that. And it's gonna always change. And that's why I'm happy with this Oja sound, because as much as Amapiano, obviously the foundation, the basis of the song sound is from South Africa. But Nigerians now can be like, it's not Amapiano, it's Oja piano we're listening to. So you can now fight back, and that's what Nigerians are good at. They find ways to go, it's yours, but not yours at the same time.
I know what I said in the beginning. That's why I feel like the world has fucked up allowing Africans to be at the forefront of music
sound
right
of
now.
Music right
because
why?
Because I was speaking to a Jamaican friend recently, and I was telling him that what's happening with Afrobeats is what happened with reggae like
in
back
the 90s.
then.
Oh, okay.
In the 90s,
But the difference is the reggae songs are still the songs now. Like the reggae sound has not really reinvented itself.
True.
Yeah.
But Afrobeats, we move like crazy. Like immediately you see that this sound has casted. Everybody's on to the next shit.
Sound.
Yeah,
like
true.
and that's why it's going to keep sounding fresher. And when it sounds fresher, it just sounds new. So when you've accepted it, it's only going to sound new every single time you listen to it.
Yeah.
And that's why like the news that I heard recently of like there's no hip hop song on the like charts. Like
There's
number
no top
one,
tip for
no
number
hip hop
one
album, nothing like that.
for-
And you're like,
yeah.
in America,
Yes.
hip hop. Like if it's not hip hop, it's R&B.
It's
That
pop.
means one has been displaced.
Yeah.
That's crazy, actually. Yeah.
That means one like for hip hop to be displaced in America is like wow.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's also, people don't talk about the fact that it is a lot of things come into lyrics, and the fact that people can digest things easily.
Yeah.
So with reggae or bashment, I've been saying this for the longest, it's not gonna last. Why? Because the lyrics are not family friendly. And the people topping and owning these record labels, they are rich, could be black man, white man, green man, yellow man. They want to be able to listen to songs that will make them feel like luxurious or make them feel part of. If you're listening to a song with your child, they're going brother, come on. So you're not gonna put money behind it. That's the truth.
Yeah.
But if I'm listening to a song like Baby Pana, I don't really. If I'm not Nigerian, I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, the
so
other
what's
day I was
gonna,
seeing
gonna
Kim
go for it?
Kardashian's kids singing "Baby Come Now."
Yeah. So this is
I'm
Think
like,
about
whoa.
it. Think about it. So
Yeah.
there's no. Do you know what I'm saying? Even one of the biggest.
I'm not even shocked anymore, to be honest. The time that changed, was Kylie Jenner posting Essence.
Oh no,
After
that one was obvious because it was already in
but
charts
at
in
the time
America.
it was not. It wasn't.
It was bubbling. No, maybe not being
It
the
was
charts,
bubbling,
but it was bubbling.
yeah.
on
And then I
social
feel like
media,
after that, it was
went.
gone.
So that's
Yeah,
the
I
thing.
think the time that changed for me was Love Nwantiti.
Yeah.
Because I did the marketing plan for Love Nwantiti. I even uploaded the video on YouTube.
Wow.
That's how like
Involved.
yeah. I was in charge of the marketing plan, in charge of the social media strategy. I even have like a deck that's probably still in my laptop. But when I was reaching out to TikTok and they were like, "Oh, sorry, we can't really help you. You guys have to make sure you get to a certain level before we can even offer support and whatever." And I was like, we have to figure out a way. And I was sitting with the graphics guy to create the artwork for the song, and seeing what the song has done now. I still cannot believe that like this is something that we crafted in a tiny room.
Yeah.
And just like said, we spoke within ourselves. I think the previous year where like we could smell that something was coming. So immediately we got to I think it was 2019 or so. Immediately we got to 2019 or 2020. Me and my team were like, we need to make sure that this 2020 is smash it 2020. And we just went into the year with like that energy. And from Love Nwantiti, the remix was out. Then we within ourselves, we decided that like we needed to make this song, because I was monitoring the back end as well. I could see that like people from countries that I've never seen before are beginning to pop up. Like,